Nah, I'm not coming out, man. Leave us alone. We good. We good. I don't want to watch this video, but you know, this is a YouTube channel, so we do that here.
He needs some milk.
Well, someone had to smack some sense into me. But today's movie is make sure you get your blankies ready. And if you got warm milk, make sure your glass filled to the tip and the top, because today we're gonna be looking at the deep web, the dark web, the infinite web. No, Steve, don't show them the deep web. I'm sorry, Chucky. They need to see this. You guys are old enough now. Now, if you're new here and this video does give you some creepy scares, make sure to like the video and subscribe. For everything else, you can visit the channel at LlamaArts, because this video, they did an amazing job on this one. So guys, go to their channel, like, subscribe to their videos too, and we're going to get into this really scary, wait, no, the really scary video. You know what? No more talking. Let's get to it right now. A creepy deep web story.
I was 26 years old, and I was unemployed. Feeling unfulfilled by the monotony of a job life, I decided I would try my hand at working from home. So my days and nights comprised me of surfing the internet for any jobs I could get. I was a big procrastinator, so more often than not I'd stray away and waste time doing other things. One day...
Hey guys, look, he's watching PewDiePie. I mean, hold up, look at that. Is that... Wait, no, that's Smoothie. He's watching Smoothie Steve. Yeah, all right, now I approve. I also approve. It's a good channel.
I came across talk about the deep web while on Reddit. I felt amused by the people talking about it as if it was something so scary, and decided I'd look into it. It was stupid of me to go on it in the first place, but I made it even sillier by deciding to check it out late at night. It was about 2 a.m. and I came across a website where you could chat with someone anonymously. The person I got was a woman. She was in her early 20s and very pretty. She sat with her head in her hands, looking playful into the webcam while batting her eyes. I had no desire to turn my camera on and started our chat, thinking that while I didn't come across anything scary, I could befriend this pretty girl. It sounded like a better deal anyway. She told me to turn the camera on, but I ignored that request and tried to get her to talk. Wow. She finally did after some prodding, but I noticed how guarded she was. I also noticed how after every message I sent, her eyes would look off camera, either to her side or somewhere behind her computer.
Okay, what is this? This is suspicious. Why you looking to the side, huh? What's in the side? Is it a killer? Maybe it's a pool of blood where she drowns her victims. Maybe it's a banana suit. I don't know. Look, I'm just throwing out suggestions. But you know, that's hella weird. I'm just saying, all right? All right.
After a while, it started getting annoying, so I asked her if someone else was there with her.
I want to see you first,
she said. Up until now, I'd been chatting while she'd answered my questions verbally. I'm not that curious.
Don't be scared,
she said, laughing, this time looking behind the laptop again and making a face that seemed to indicate she was laughing at my expense, with someone else. This is getting boring. It feels like I'm not just talking to you.
That's because you're not. You're talking to all of us.
Who else is there?
Oh,
Turn your camera
hell
on.
no.
Is this a joke?
I'm like, hold up, who's all of us? Are there any dudes in that room? Because I was about to get flirtatious. You know what I'm saying? I do this. I'm on the deep web every day. Every damn day. That's right, baby cakes. I want to see those cheeks.
Turn on the camera.
Her laughter was almost piercing by now. There was nothing humorous about the situation, yet she threw her head back with riotous laughter. I'd had enough and moved the cursor over to turn the chat box off when I saw the cursor had jammed. The only thing that was working was the chat box, and I still had access to the keyboard.
Man, you don't cut that bitch off.
Turn the camera on, sweetie.
Her gumdrop-filled voice was louder than before when I moved my gaze up to see her smiling toothfully at the camera. Her face still beautiful, but the smile completely fake. My computer's crashed. I can't see the screen. Sorry. I lied. I didn't want her to know I had no option but to chat. Her screen flashed before going blank. There was nothing there but a black screen. I felt relieved, thinking that at least I didn't need to talk to her while I tried to figure out what happened to the screen.
Man, let me know what you guys think about this one. As so far, I feel like, and this is just my feeling, I feel like she put a virus that he didn't even see. Like, it's like one of those stealth viruses. You guys ever hear of the stealth viruses that affect your entire PC and then they just start deleting files one by one? And it always starts with the pictures, right? So I feel like she put a virus on his PC, man. I don't know, man. I couldn't do it. I'm too scared of that type of stuff, man. That stuff gets
Just
me.
then, a chat message popped up.
Open the damn camera, you...
The aggressiveness in the message frightened me. Now, the fact that I couldn't see her face while she typed this made me feel nervous. I didn't dare reply back, but then the cursor moved. I watched shell-shocked as the cursor twirled around the screen.
Open the camera now.
I still didn't make a move. There was no way anything good would be waiting for me if I did what she asked. The screen began flickering, as if a virus was causing the computer to writhe in agony.
Do you
I just turned the computer off.
My heart raced. Could it be possible she knew where I was? I started typing.
Do it.
Please stop bothering me.
Then turn on the fucking camera.
By this point, I thought she was some kind of sadist and got her kicks by scaring unassuming people in chat rooms. So I obliged and turned the webcam on.
Don't turn on
I
that
saw
camera,
my
my
frightened
boy.
face staring into the screen.
Don't you dare turn on that camera, my boy.
Judging by my face, my attempts at looking tough were painfully unsuccessful. I asked around for the girl looking straight into the camera, telling her I did what she wanted and to stop hacking into my computer.
Oh,
there were
God.
several seconds of silence. I kept my stare directed to the little box that showed her camera feed.
Look at that piercing stare. He's like, stay with my computer. Stay with my computer.
Nope.
Please don't touch my files. No.
I felt like he needs protein. He needs protein to sustain him.
I motioned into the camera in confusion, feeling as if she was messing with me now. Then I saw another message.
Don't look at the messages, man.
After a few seconds of staring at those words, I looked back at her camera, but my computer instantly malfunctioned. I received another message.
Look here. Don't look up.
The chat was filled with nonsensical gibberish. She typed with such ferocious speed, my screen whirled away with her constant messages. I couldn't understand what was going on, but I didn't look up. My patience ran thin, and I wrote back,
Man.
"What is this supposed to mean?" Her response came. I read only the letters in bold and shuddered.
This guy is so
I
innocent.
looked back into her webcam, and I fell back into my chair, my eyes widening. She was back there, only her face looked completely demented. She had a savage expression, devoid of emotion.
Listen, I've seen that face on girls before. That's the face when they're on their period and you don't have chocolate. Oh, chocolate, give me some chocolate now!
But her eyes were almost popping out of their sockets, and she was huffing as if she had extreme amounts of pent-up rage.
Oh, no.
The way she looked directly into the camera made me feel she despised me with all of her being. There was no amusement there anymore. Her camera went blank again.
Oh, shit.
And the chat popped up. My heart stopped again.
Look
For a
up.
split second, there had been the same blackness, only for the lights to come back on. She wasn't alone anymore. There was a man next to her with a black mask on. He made no movements other than look into the camera like the girl. The girl's neck creaked to her side. It looked like it was causing her pain, and then the lights went out again. The chat resumed. This time, I screamed in fright and fell off my chair. There was another man with them now. He was standing next to the girl with the original one on the other side. This man had the same mask on, but his hands were grasping the girl's shoulders.
Okay, yo, listen. All of these white people, I'm sorry white people out there watching. I'm sorry. They're crazy, man. That's crazy. But she really out here looking like Raven from the Teen Titans, surrounded by a bunch of plague doctor wearing masks, cracking her neck to the side. This is some bull spots. But yo, man, let me know how you guys are feeling this story so far. So far, I give it an A+ for uniqueness. I haven't heard anything like this, man, because it's just got me a little. Look, I got goosebumps. Look, you can count. I don't have goosebumps, but I'm feeling this story right now, man. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we got in store.
Even with the subpar quality of the webcam, I could see the force with which the man dug his hands into the girl. It looked like he could rip her in two. Or so it looked. Her teeth were perfectly lined up as her mouth spread into that toothy grin, but I could see she was in pain. Even with the smallest sign of her smile fading, the man clenched his hands even tighter than before.
What are you laughing at?
I yelled into the screen.
That's right, my
They
boy
didn't
did
answer,
hype.
and continued to tremor with concealed hilarity.
What is so damn funny?
I bellowed. They stopped shaking. Within a couple seconds, the screen went black again.
Damn.
When it turned back on, the man no longer grasped the girl's shoulder. Neither was she smiling. All three pointed into the camera. Upon a closer look, I understood that they weren't pointing at me. They were pointing behind me. I didn't need to look back. I could see
nigger
myself
snaps.
in the webcam. There was someone peeking from behind me. It was another man in a mask, and according to what I saw in my webcam, he was with me in my room, right behind me. I turned around quickly, but saw nothing where I had seen him in the webcam.
Wow.
Now,
Sheesh.
all three had their hands on the girl and were gripping tight. The girl wasn't
hands
laughing
off her.
anymore. She had a look of utter devastation.
Leave her
A
alone.
tear was dropping from her eye, but it wasn't just a tear. It was blood trickling down her eye socket.
Come on, they
She
pushed in
then
the eye.
mouthed the words, "Help me," and the next second she screamed as if her lungs were being ripped off as the screen went black. I immediately got up and pulled the plug out of my computer and backed out of the room. I returned back to my house with my friend a day later. Everything was the same, and after thoroughly checking around the house, we concluded that there was no one there.
Okay, man. All right. Pause. Like big booty pause. Okay, so there's some guy was behind him, right? And then all of a sudden the guy was not behind him because she screamed. Or I'm really missing something. Is not connecting for me. It's either I'm really stupid, or this story does make it, something happened. Something happened that I clearly missed. But okay. But no, okay. Okay.
Nor was there a sign of anyone ever having broken in. I've never gone back to the deep web. My friend suggested it might have been some prank by computer hackers, but the way that girl shrieked, the terror she had on her face, it convinced me she had been a victim herself. I'd wondered if I had stayed on for longer, if I would have become a victim too.
Oh,
Could
what,
those
my
men
boy?
have found me? Was there really someone in the room with me? What I did do was throw the computer out and buy a new one. There was no way I could even open it back up after what happened.
Should he have thrown that whole computer away? Because I'm just like, my guy, you could just clean that out. Like, bada boom, bada bing, system restore, and you're good now. But again, leave a like if you like the video, and I will see you somewhere on this crazy oasis Smoothie Stevens happens to call you to. Take care.